So my niche movies that I will always really enjoy are, I should usually enjoy, is true event stories as well as revenge ones. Lost Bus is a true event story, and this is straight up my alley. I love this. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon with the crazy eyes in the intro talking about The Lost Bus. What's about pretty simple premise. 2018, there's that horrible fire in California that totally demolished, not Palisades, I always say that wrong, about Paradise, California. Palisades is the one that happened more recently and the government's fucking it up. And now this one, the government and PGE fucked it up big time. Because, okay, I lived in California, in Monterey, California, from 2019 to 2020. Now, this is my little bit of a rant before going to the movie, so I'm sorry about this. But I remember between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., PG&E would shut off the power. Of course, the most prominent time which you need to make sure your food doesn't go bad in the fridge and things like that. So many insurance claims happen from food going bad, but PG&E didn't care. Probably because they had to do a $13.9 billion settlement because of a count of 87 manslaughter charges, involuntary manslaughter charges, if I understand it correctly. PG&E is a monopoly in California and is garbage. It's awful. You would think that with a monopoly in California going hand in hand, yes, that's me jerking them each other off, that they would have at least fixed some of this. Negative. So I know the struggle of, I don't know the struggle of like dying or losing all of your property in a fire, but in 2019, 2020, there were fires pretty close to Monterey, California. But this story is about a lost bus driver who is having a struggle at home. His dad died. His son hates him. His mom is kind of like not 100% there, going through a divorce, and he's just not having the best time. But he needs to pick up these 22, 23 kids and take them to a point A to point B. However, it isn't that simple. Matthew McConaughey and Ferrera is in this film. Yes, you have other actors, but I really don't know if they're actors or actually true firemen, firewomen, as well as policemen and policewomen. Now, I know for a fact that isn't a real PG&E employee in this movie, because when it started off and you see the power lines sway, I'm like, oh, please do this, Paul Greengrass. Please tell the truth. And he was not shying away from the truth of how this fire started and who is 100% to blame. And I love this film. This was tension. This was awe-inspiring. This is just you can want to say grounded. I think it is grounded because there was just so many holy shit moments in this movie where I was floored. This reminded me, of course, he did all the Bourne movies. Okay, not all of them. He did all but one of them. He didn't do the Jeremy Renner one. United 93, Captain Phillips. When Paul Greengrass is in those true story movies, like I think United 93, every time I watch that movie, I'm fucking tearing up. I am bawling every time that movie is on. For this one, I'm not crying, but you're just like, oh my God, how'd they get some of these shots? Yes, a lot of these shots are probably computer-generated CGI, which that's what I'll say. Give this an Oscar. Yes, it's probably not going to win because of Avatar. Even though Avatar looks the same back to back to back, it's like, has the technology really changed? But anyway, give Lost Bus at least one Oscar nomination, and please give it to special effects. Please let it have that. I would even say the sound is pretty damn good, because the smoke effects in this movie, the fire effects in this movie are top tier. Ferrera, Matthew McConaughey, they do a great job. The kids themselves, you feel the tension and how they each have different, emotions with them. There is a tense moment in this beginning where this fireman is trying to get people in this creek and you have no idea what's going to happen. And the bad guy in this movie is the fire. That is the villain of this movie. Yes, you can say PG&E and the government incompetence, sure. But the true villain in this movie is the fire, and you feel it. It is like a ghost just coming at you at 110 miles per hour. And there was not a dull moment in this movie. It was a blink of an eye where you're like, okay, Apple logo shows up, cool. Date, 2018, power line swaying. Drop, fire, go. In the first 3 minutes of this movie, you're like, oh, and this is a 2 hour and 10 minute movie. There's no bullshit in this movie, and that's why I love this movie. Negatives. I truly can't think of a negative. Like, these movies are for me this, Society of a Snow, and all of those, like, Iron Claw type of movies. This is that category where you will suck me in, and I will not let go. Great acting, great special effects, and things like that. And what makes this movie better, too, is the writing, right? Where you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, you think these kids are going to survive. Of course, you really can't have these kids dying. But how they're getting from point A to point B to point C and where they are going and who they encounter, like looters and things like that, or how to get water, ventilation, filters in this old school bus, and what you got to do to get to point A to point B with his relationship with his son, because you're feeling that as well. You're feeling it with some of these kids as well, because not in perfect households, so they don't know if their mom or dad's going to pick them up. Like, it is emotional, just craziness in this movie. And what I think makes this really good is the ending, right? Because you know how you have movies like this where he did his job to get a point A to point B to save these kids, and he really wasn't thanked. Yeah, he was given like, oh, thank you so much, Kevin, yay. But that's it. And that is, selfless actions, which prove like karma will get you somewhere. And that's what I really like about some like people like that, is you don't know how many heroic people are in this world that don't get the praise, right? There's so many people in today's day and age that want the praise. It was me. It was me. Not this Kevin character. This Kevin character, America Ferrera, because I even say the teacher herself had to give up her chance of getting her kid as well and helping these 23 kids and helping Kevin at the same time. And you're just feeling like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Are they going to see these people? And that's why I think this movie truly works at the end as well, because it's not emotionally sappy. There wasn't the huge like parade for Kevin, a parade for I think Mary was the teacher's name, or parade for like all these fire department people, which they are the ones. These people are the ones that put their lives on the line and need to get the praise, right? Instead, we are kind of focused on like the actors and the actresses in the society now, and to me that's a little bit disgusting, right? Yes, I do the Oscar things in here like that, but I mean I just do it for fun. Like, at a point, I am curious what some of these actors think of themselves, and that really makes me look at a movie differently. It really does. And so I still have it, well, when this movie comes out, probably before I've seen one after another. So I'm really curious on that one, where everyone's like saying it's the best movie of the decade. I could tell you right now, it's probably not going to be my best movie of the decade. That's just me. But those are not my type of movies. Like, I love PTA movies, like, Boogie Nights. That's easily like my top 15 movie ever made. Like Boogie Nights, I love Boogie Nights. But this one, I don't know. We'll see what the political message is. But there is no political message in this one. This is, can Kevin save kids in this horrific wildfire in California? So overall, The Lost Bus, unfortunately, it's Apple, so it's not going to be in theaters for that much. And you could say the marketing wasn't the greatest, but this is my movie. This, Society of the Snow, Iron Claw. These are up my alley. I'm going to love it. Yes, not all true stories are equivalently the same, but my God, this one, it just put the pedal to the metal and it would not let up, and it was fucking amazing. So The Lost Bus will receive a 5 out of 5 Blue Futons, which equals at 100%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics at 84% with 63 of them. Audience score 84% with over 50. Critic consensus, recreating a real-life disaster with terrifying authenticity. The Lost Bus ratchets up the tension while maintaining a humanistic core thanks to Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrera's effective performances. Like, America Ferrera, like, if you're choosing, like, her performances, like, this is way better than Barbie. This is way better than Barbie. I'm sorry. Anyway, 84s, 100. Chase like here, the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, I'm another Futontopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'm going to watch this today, tomorrow, a week, for a month, and a year. If not, obviously, go freak one of you. Peace and love, peace and love. And yeah, go watch this if you can in theaters. Seriously.